All right. Hey, gang. It is Adam. It is a long podcast day. We haven't actually put the podcast out today yet, but that is because I was editing all today. So I figured I get caught up with everything else. And these arrived today, which is the Extra Life 2021, which is the Craterhoof Behemoths and all that fun stuff with the kit art and everything like that. I got 10 of these to open. Most likely, all 10 of them will be the same. They're all going to have the same stuff. Maybe there'll be some bonus or different things in it, but like the other stuff, when it's the special ones and it has a certain bonus card, they're typically going to be the same. But why not open this? Open this on camera, whatever. You guys can watch and see and you can chat if you want. Everything seems to be going all good. So I'm just going to open these, and that's pretty much it. That's the video for tonight. And then tomorrow, big forecast. Oh man, it's a long day. We've had some snow today, so that was the other part of it. Tomorrow, the big cast. We have a 2-hour-long podcast that went down last night, and so you guys are in for a treat tomorrow. So that'll be awesome. All right, so we got the questing. I don't even know how to say it. The Feldegriff. But this is the one with the Mark Rosewater art that he drew. That should be the bonus card for everything here. Foil's looking good. Do we have some curve to this? A little bit, not terrible. But that looks really good. It's Mark Rosewater's art. So, and I like the rendition of that too. So that looks really good there. As I've said before, I do open these all because I have had, and I'm going to be repeating myself, but I have had mix-ups in the package once you open these up. And so I like to make sure that everything is all good. And Wizards is really good about if there is a mix-up or they missing a card or something like that, they will send it to you. So, all right, Mole Drifter. We'll go slow on the first one because these are the first ones opening, and then the other ones we're just going to check. That looks fantastic. I'm glad to have this art along with the kid art. So these, if I remember correctly, let's see. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to pull this up. Secret Lair. I think these were 50 a piece because 10 of it went to the Extra Life stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm pulling up right now. Just making sure on that. Yes. So the foils, which is what I got, all of these were $50 a piece. And then the non-foils were $40. So these are pretty sweet. This is a really good Secret Lair. This is like a home run, mainly because of this guy right here, the Craterhoof. I think right now they'll be really low because a lot of people bought these. But this Craterhoof in particular, it's a really cool, unique art with that. I didn't even know what the artist was. Lars. Okay, so I love this. If I didn't know it was the Secret Lair, the kids Extra Life stuff and the charity stuff, I would still like this because it's such a cool little unique look on Craterhoof Behemoth. A crazy game winner in pretty much every green deck turned into this funny looking thing here. I think it's awesome. So I think this card alone pays for the whole box. And that's not even to mention the kid rendition of that. So I don't know which one's going to go higher because this is just like super cute because it's a kid that drew it and all that. So that looks pretty sweet there. And then we got Metal Work Colossus. That looks pretty cool. Not a really high desired card, but still cool nonetheless. And then there's the kid rendition. I like that art of that one a lot. That one's really cute. But the really big guy in this is Craterhoof. And then I do like Mole Drifter. Mole Drifter gets in a lot of decks. I do not have Metalwork Colossus in any deck. So Mole Drifter is just a cool card to have. And it's a good commander card. I mean, that evoke and drawing 2 cards is really nice. So this is excellent to have. Looks really good. All right, so that is the first one. That is the one that's just staying with my collection. This is getting in my collection, my toolbox. The next ones are all just to check to see if there's a different bonus card. I don't think there's going to be the blueprints in it. I haven't heard of anybody getting a blueprint card. And what I mean by the blueprint card is like the Swiftfoot boots. I did get one of those in a different thing. But I think those are more in the ones where you get like either the Jumpstart lands or the Planeswalker, the stained glass Planeswalkers. So I just don't think with these these extra ones that have like a meaning to like a known bonus card that you're actually going to see anything different. So again, because it almost would feel like you're getting ripped off for most people. Because if they only order one of these and then you get a blueprint, you're going to be like, well, what the hell, man? I was hoping I was getting these two, you know, this is what I was hoping I was getting. And then you got me which I shouldn't complain because probably the blueprint is worth a little bit more. But that's why I think that they won't change those out. So again, opening all these up just to check and make sure that everything is good, because it would suck if I didn't open these and one of these packs was missing a Craterhoof, you know, or really just a Craterhoof. So that pack is good. That is pack number 9 or 2. Number 9. We're not already that far. We're on the first round here. All right, let's get to 8. So yeah, this is probably one of my top, I would say, secret layers that came out. The Praetors are really good. Those got bought up so much that the prices of those are way down. So really right now, if you want to get singles of those, I would pick them up for sure because those are super cheap. But the cards themselves, the Praetors, are just insane. Before, and then you get it in the Phyrexian, like those are eventually are going to get way up there. We actually do talk about all that stuff today, or on the podcast that'll be coming out tomorrow. But these were like, this is probably my second favorite secret layer, in that it's because of the Craterhoofs, like the Craterhoofs and the kid art. Like it just, like, I don't know why people wouldn't want it, you know, like even if they didn't want the kid art, the cool look of Craterhoof of that guy right there just makes it up right there. And you know, the Craterhoofs right now, what do we got? Let me just make sure again. I was about to go look. Okay, so we're good on that pack too. Craterhoofs, let's see what they're running. They were, now this is for non-foil Craterhoof. So we go back to Modern Masters 2017 would be the last time, and those by themselves are $41. You know, that's not even a foil one. Now you pop those into the foil, those are over $100 for those. Now, honestly, I mean, take away the kid one, that's just a cooler art than the regular one. I guess you can't see my screen that I'm talking about. But just pull up the regular Crater. It looks badass, but this is just cool. Like this is quite the talker if you drop that at the table, that goofy looking Craterhoof Behemoth. So easily, and I think right now it says on Goldfish that it's going for 30. Man, if you didn't pick up this secret layer, you could definitely go pick up those Craterhoofs at that cheap, because they will not stay that cheap for very long, because they're going to make it into collections and then never see the light of day. Or they will see the light of day, but they'll be in games and never come out for being sold and all that. So go pick those up. That's my suggestion if you did not buy this secret layer. Okay, so we continue on, and we are into, what do we got? We're at pack, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. So we're at the 4th one. Good. We got the 2 there. Another thing to check with these is, and I didn't do that on the first ones, maybe I'll do that quick in a second, is to make sure you didn't get any misprint stuff. Those actually can make it more valuable. I don't like those, but I know that there's a place for it. By the misprint, I mean, you kind of look at the stamps and all that. I've only gotten a handful of those. Maybe in my 30 years or whatever of doing this, I've had, not secret layers, but just misprints in general. I have, I think, 5 total. But the other thing, the more common misprint is the crimping, which is, oops, I don't want to cover that, which is caused by the packaging. So that's something to kind of look out for, because I do have, let's see if I can get it, if it's close enough. Oh yeah, I'll show you right here. Okay. Is that my misprint? No, that's my, there's my misprint stuff. Okay, so check this out. Oh, dang it, I have it taped shut. Let's get it out of there. But the Wanderer in the stained glass. See, I got the crimping from the packaging when they seal it in that package. This I did actually open. This actually was more recent. This was in a bundle. So that one has the crimping on there as well. Why do I have this one in here? These are all my misprints. So where's my misprint on this? I forget. Is it the dots here? It might be these dots here. So it's just like a little bit of a misprint. And as you can see, the old school Dark Ritual has part of another card. Let's see what we got here. So this has turned into you guys watching me open that and just showing my misprints. And then you got this guy with whatever's going on there. Smudging from the ink. There was a bunch of those in the whatchamacallit? Ixalan? Is that Ixalan? Whatever one with the pirates and the dinosaurs. One of that set. So that's actually, I like to keep the Planeswalker on the top. And I'm trying to flatten them out because they do have a little bit of a curve, especially this one that came out of the fat pack, I like to call them, but it's the bundle is where that guy came out of. So this is just helping it keep it flat. And someday I will sell these. I don't really know a place that I sell them. I know I'm a Facebook Marketplace is a place you can find it, or Facebook groups, I should say. I just haven't made the effort of going on there and doing that. All right, so this will be the halfway point of opening these. Just checking to make sure everything's good. Get this guy out of the way. All right. That came out of there nice and easy. Card looks good. Make sure we got the other one. Yes. Nothing wrong with those. So this one isn't these aren't as exciting only because we know what the bonus cards are. The other ones are just a lot more exciting when you don't know. It could be one of the blueprint cards or, you know, more of the stupid jumpstart lands. I would like those a lot more, to be honest with you, if they were full art of the jumpstart. Oh, that's weird. This one opened there. Yeah, I know. Fat Pack, Paul. I still call them Fat Pack and then say bundle at the same time. I don't know why they took that away. I don't know if it's because it said the word fat in it or what the deal was. This might have a little bit of something going on here. Let's check it out. There's something. There might be a little misprint there. We'll see. A little extra foiling. Yeah. There's something going on. Now let's see. Is that? It doesn't dent out. That's just like a. Yeah, you can catch it on the camera. See right there, that little mark, and there's actually more going. There's a line going down here, and then it's almost like it actually goes all the way from here to there. So something with the printer on that one, and it's not. Yeah, it's not on the other side, so it's not a dent. And I can't feel it with my fingernail. So that's just a little misprint there. So I'll kind of set that one to the side. That's something that could be worth a little bit more. It's not a major misprint, but there's something there. This one could have been... See, this is when you'll get the crimping, is if they're stuck to one side. And that's how my... that stained glass Planeswalker was. It was on one side. And actually, that one was one I purchased from somebody, and they just kept it in the package. Then I tried to get a refund from them, and they just ignored me. So that's fun. All right, nothing else here. You had a miscut Chatterfang. It went for 150. Jeez. How do you go about selling that? Like, I get it. You messaging, and it seems like it should be pretty easy. Because you just go, they PayPal you. I guess it does. The more I think about it, it's pretty easy because then you just ship with tracking. There isn't a eBay rating system, so it's not like that. They can't go and whatever if, you know, we can't turn them in or anything like that. So it's more, a little bit more. You have to be trustworthy and all that stuff. I just haven't gone about doing that. I did attempt to see what the Dark Rituals were worth, or that Dark Ritual was worth, and I got told that I needed to be on a minor miscut or whatever, and then I just was like, screw it. The stained glass one that I got is the Wanderer, which funny, I asked I think I asked some other, there's some like denting going on in this one on the top there. Just a little bit. I asked another content creator about it, the Fast Finance. I talked to them. I was like, what do you think about this? He's like, that's not much. I mean, it's not that much good of a card. And now that the Wanderer has kind of made its appearance back into it, I think now the value of that may have gone up. But I haven't gone into looking into it at all. All right, those cards look fine. Moving on. You do an auction right on the group. Okay, so you do it more on like kind of like in the chat window, I'm guessing. Last 3 here. I've seen that. I've seen people say start the bid off at blah, blah, blah and work their way. But you said you've sold a couple things on there. So it goes pretty smooth. I'm just so used to eBay where it's just like, all right, print off the label, move on, go to the next sale. All right, so we have one card that has a little funky thing with it. That's fine. This one is I don't know if you see that too. We're going to pull this one to the side. So you can catch it on camera. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. There is a line going across there, but I don't think that's anything. It's more like just a scratch on it. But I'll pull it and keep it grouped with the other guy. Yeah, comment section. Yeah, that's what I've seen too. All right. I think it's just more so that if somebody sales stuff. Oh, good for you. Sales on eBay that I don't want to waste my time yet with Facebook. So that's why I set them aside. And it's someday I will get to selling the... Oh. We got another thing going on here. What is going on? That one I can feel. That one is a bubble. All right, let's see. See it? Yep, you can see it. That is a bubble. That is crazy. All right. I'm bringing it into my face like, oh, there. Okay, now you can really see it. You can flash it around. So that's kind of interesting on the Craterhoof. I don't know if that's considered what that would be considered. Does it go around to the other side? No, it's like that is a bubble on the Craterhoof there. Right there. Okay, so we got a couple that we're dealing with, and that's another reason why we opened this up, because I don't know if that really is much of anything. I might actually re-examine the first ones I opened, because I just was checking to make sure those cards were there. It's kind of crazy. 3 cards having little issues. I think the Craterhoof bump is probably the biggest one at this point. The Craterhoof bump. Sounds like a new dance. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're moving on the last 2. So we got these guys are good. These guys have some errors to them. So I don't know if I go to Wizards and say anything, or they were going to be sold anyways, or just put them on those groups and just make my profit there and move on. That's partially what I want to do. But I know Wizards is pretty good about, if you have damaged stuff, of sending you a replacement. It may take a while, but they'll send you a replacement. So we'll see. Come on. Well, this just opened terribly. It did this and did the same on the other side. All right, I don't want to bend it. So we're going to grab the scissors out. Just because I don't want to get these cards messed up by me trying to just open a damn package. All right, that is open. Check the quality of these. We're good there. Good there. So yeah, highly suggest you guys check out your stuff just to make sure Unless you like keeping it sealed and plan on selling sealed stuff later, that's totally fine to do it that way. It's easier for me to sell stuff single wise, so that's why I do it this way. A little Craterhoof bump and grind, I like that. Kid can't even open it. And cool, man. Thanks, buddy. RPG geeks. All right, let's see if we get any other quality issues. I'm interested to see if that Craterhoof will do anything with a bump in it. All right, those are good. And then we move on to the last one. Your thoughts, Paul, on the Craterhoof bump. Do you think that's worthy enough to post on one of those as a misprint? Just curious, because it's weird. It has a bump in it. And I don't know if I should go to Wizards and just try to get it replaced. I mean, they'll probably just send me another card, which would be fine, and they won't ask for it back. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. So I'll probably end up doing that. Just send them a picture and be like, hey, there's I had 3 cards with issues in it. See what they say. Maybe I get a couple extra cards. All right, Muldrifter, good. Craterhoof. Yeah, that's fine there. Okay, those are good. And let's get into the last bonus. Ooh, I bent that weird when I was trying to turn it. The mine can be dirty. Are pretty helpful if you throw it out there. Okay. I think what I'll first do is attempt to talk to Wizards and see what they say about replacing it. And then if I get a replacement of it, then I will go the route of trying to sell it on one of those groups. And maybe that'll be the spark that makes me sell everything else that I have misprints with. Maybe do like a bigger auction of everything. What did Gwen, you said people are weird, like weird things, but an offering you'll get later. Yeah. You asked before. Yeah, and that's what I did too. I didn't put an auction up when I did the Dark Ritual. I just asked, like, where does this qualify as? Because I was looking at the major miscuts and stuff, and I thought that'd be major because it has part of another card, but he said that it needed to have what you needed to be able to tell what the other card was. There's some edging issues on this right up here. Is that on every one of them? They all kind of, not issues. They're just not clean cut. That's okay. It's only because I have a lot of lights on this right now, so I can see it a lot better. But like this one's clean cut, and I can kind of just see. It almost seems like it's more of the whatever griff. Those are different. Yeah, each one of those has like a little ridge cut on it, so that's just how they cut it. Everything else, just checking, double checking the early stuff. I think we're good. So 3 of those a little bit miscut, or not miscut, misprints. So I think the most major is, I'll show that again, try to get it close to the camera, is the Craterhoof bump right there. See that little bump right there. And we got, I don't think this one's considered much of anything, but you can see there's that line right up here. That line going straight across right there. And I don't think that's an ink thing. I think that's just the foiling, how they put it on there. And then questing has a similar thing to Craterhoof. And then a line going here, but this doesn't bump out. I don't know if Craterhoof is going to tank. I mean, it's going to be down right now, but it's going to go it's going to get back up there. I agree right now, Gwen, this is the time if you don't have a Craterhoof to pick it up, but that sucker is just, it's used as a game winner in every green deck pretty much. So I guarantee these will be at least 50, if not more, within 10 to 16 months. It might even be sooner than that because these are just a cool art with that. And the kid ones are probably in the same boat. They're probably going along the same line. So you could probably see that hit $100 or more within a year or two. So I would not, I'm sure a lot of people picked these up, but I do know a lot of people that didn't because they weren't so sure about the kit art thing. It was a little bit more expensive. And was that one a full month that one was up? I forget exactly how long they had that one going for. I feel like that was a longer one. I think that was it went for a whole month of up for sale, but it's not gonna. I wouldn't say tank. When you say tank, it's probably gonna go down to where it's at now is 30. Maybe gets down to 20, and then that sucker's gonna go right back up. The best example of that is the Paraders. I mean, the Paraders tanked. They are down to what, $15 or something like that, and they were, let's take Vorinclex. Vorinclex is like 40 and is now 15 for the Parader one. You wait a year, that sucker's not going to be 15 for long. Like, that's going to go way back up there. That's going to be over 40, especially that. And you give that years, and that'll be an easy $40, $50, $60 card, if not higher. So that's the cool thing about the secret layers. Again, I'm kind of re-emphasizing what we actually talk about tomorrow in the podcast that'll come out. We do talk about the secret layers because we were talking about the Street Fighter one and when to sell, what's good to invest in, and kind of, Gwen, what you had talked about, we did bring that up. That actually took up a big chunk of the podcast, is the buyers and sellers remorse. So you guys got to check that out tomorrow. Shall we make an Urza Saga bet on it? Well, if we're going to do an Urza Saga bet, you're going to lose it because Lowry's going to about to lose that one because Urza just keeps going up. The only way that I lose that bet is if Urza's gets banned. And I don't even know if it gets banned, if it really... I mean, it'll drop. It'll definitely drop if it gets banned. But will it drop enough to be cheaper than Yavimaya Cradle of Growth? I don't think so, because that's still cheap right now. And those you should pick up because they won't stay cheap for long. 5 years from now, Lowry will be right, but the bet was for a year. So, all right, that should do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for stopping by, watching me open those. Didn't really get anything crazy, but we did get those 3 misprint things. So I'll keep you updated on what happens with those, because I'll see first off if Wizards will replace it. I haven't had a misprint before from the secret layer. I've had them, like I said earlier, give me double of a card and miss a card, and they replace that. So we'll see what happens with these. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night, and check out the podcast tomorrow.